Good Vach, everyone. Um, so Parshas B'Shalach. Wow. I'm sure I got good getting out from Mitzrayim. Astonishing, astonishing story of the Indian Yetzias Mitzrayim that they were standing there, on Am Yisrael, who were standing there by Yam Suf. And just before that, Am Yisrael had these amazing miracles. HaKadosh Baruch Hu was beating up on Mitzrayim, the Makkahs. Then they're standing by Yam Suf, and they're now between a rock and hard place. Point that Midas Adin is complaining, it's persecuting Am Yisrael, that halalu of the Zorah, the Mitzrim, idol worshippers, and Am Yisrael are idol worshippers. So why these are better than these? You could ask, why was Midas Adin waiting until now? Why didn't awaken before? So you can say it was before. I'm sure, the great majority of Am Yisrael didn't come out of Mitzrayim. They all died in the Makas Choshech. But we see that they go, Am Yisrael goes to Yam Suf. They're going out of Mitzrayim. They're having tremendous miracles happening, while they are there, just standing on the shore of Yam Suf. And I'm not sure if I think the Rechaim HaKodesh says, why was Midas Adin coming up just Dafka now? It was where we could have it before. I believe this is what he's asking. And the answer is that they had to go into Yam Suf, into a great Mesiras Nefesh, in order to differentiate them from the Mitzrim. In other words, the kasha of, look, these are idol worshippers and these are idol worshippers, was a valid question. The only way for Kadosh Baruch Hu to cancel out the trait of judgment is by telling Am Yisrael, just go ahead, just step into the water. That kind of Mesiras Nefesh is the difference maker. That's the thing that, even though, it looks from the outside like they don't deserve to be, to have Yasuf split and everything. Nevertheless, that action of Mesiras Nefesh, just going, Kadosh Baruch Hu says to go, so you go. They say, I heard this today, כל המחלה ששמתי במצרים, לא אשים עליך, אני השם רופאך. All the illness that I have put on Mitzrayim, I will not put upon you. אני השם רופאך. I am Hashem, your physician, your healer, your doctor. So there's a famous question of, if there will be no illness, why does Kodesh Baruch Hu need to be a healer? Kol machalat tzam tzam lo asim alecha. All the illness that I put upon the Egyptians, I will not put upon you. So why is it needed? Why do we need here Hashem Ofecha? So what's the why does Kodesh Baruch Hu have to step into the role of a doctor? So obviously Rabbeinu says that it talks about two stages of illness. One of them is, when Ani Hashem Ofecha means that there are certain illness that when the illness is already known, it's already, it's already manifested itself. Then then everybody sees that the person is ill. But there is a stage of the illness that nobody knows about except the Kodesh Baruch Hu. The Kodesh Baruch Hu is going to heal, and you're at that stage, and Hashem Ofecha. At that stage, you don't even know you need a doctor, but Kodesh Baruch Hu is your doctor. Nevertheless, I heard today, I actually heard someone saying a word that when will I not put all the illness of Mitzrayim upon you? When Ani Hashem Ofecha, in other words, when you do what I tell you to do, the way you do what a doctor tells you to do. Just tell her to take these pills, go to have surgery, whatever it is, you just do what he tells you to do. When you do what a Kodesh Baruch Hu tells you to do the same way that when a doctor tells you to do, then no illness will befall you. Nevertheless, it actually illuminates two very interesting, very profound kudos that need to be thought about. One of them we spoke about both of them in one way or another quite a few times before. But the one thing is that going into Yam Suf, supposedly what would it accomplish going into a Yam? It doesn't explain that this is the meaning of going into a mikveh. A mikveh is why would going to a mikveh purify a person? What about just a specific size that 40 saw that is enough for a person to totally immerse himself? That's the thing that purifies a person, purifies a woman, and all the inyanim of a mikveh. And Reb Nosson says about this inyan that spiritually, when you're going into a mikveh, you're going on the water, you are going into an environment that you cannot exist in for any length of time. Sooner or later, you're going to run out of oxygen, whatever, and chas v'chalila, So it also says, Lamaise, we spoke about this, Lamaise, going into a mikveh is an act of spiritually bringing your life to an end and being reborn. There's this marvelous little sefer by Rabbi Kaplan called Mikveh, in which he goes through all the spiritual stages of the mikveh, what they lead to and where they come from and so forth and so on. Ultimately, the meaning of mikveh is that there is no way of getting out of tumah unless you, quote unquote, stop living your previous life. In a spiritual sense, you die and you're reborn. The mikveh is also of a womb. The Arbim Seah, Um, they say the womb is it says the Kadosh Baruch Hu has closed the doors of my womb. Kadosh Baruch Hu, they say that Sogar Dalte Bitni, the doors is Delet. So 40 Sa is the letter Mem, right? This is 40. And the letter Mem, the end of Mem, is comprised of two Dalids. This is a Dalid, this is a Dalid, and you put them together and it becomes a Mem. So it's closed the doors, the Dalids, instead of Delet, Dalid. The two Dalids of my womb. This is 40, it makes 40 Sa. You are basically in the mikveh, when you gang into the water, you are like an embryo, which is inside, the water is inside the womb of its mother. You're being reborn. So there was, you can say that there was a need for Am Yisrael to become reborn. Like a ger has to, first of all, toivel in a mikveh. If he doesn't toivel in a mikveh, it is not, the ger is not chal. And so, Reb Nosson brings about a different aspect of the Yetzias Mitzrayim. Basically, we find that when Moshe Rabbeinu comes to save Am Yisrael from Mitzrayim, to take him out, so he runs into, Dosan Naviram a couple of times. When he comes out of, I don't know, something is happening to the picture in the Zoom. I'm not sure what this is. Let me just see if I can. Let me just stop this. Stop the recording.